Hello viewers, welcome back to another episode from Disc Digger. I'm thrilled to have you here today. If you enjoy this content, please stick around until the end. I've got some exciting stuff to share. The Rambo movie series, featuring the character John Rambo, is a popular action film franchise that has been both praised and criticized for various aspects. The character of John Rambo, portrayed by Sylvester Stallone, is iconic and has become a symbol of the action hero in popular culture. The series is known for its intense and memorable action sequences, including gunfights, hand-to-hand combat, and explosive set pieces. The series often explores themes related to veterans and their struggles after returning from war, shedding light on important issues like PTSD and the challenges veterans face. The Rambo series has had a significant cultural impact, contributing to the popularity of action movies and inspiring other action heroes and franchises. However, the Rambo films are often criticized for their lack of realism, with John Rambo portrayed as an almost superhuman character who can survive seemingly insurmountable odds. Even some critics argue that the series relies too heavily on excessive violence and gore, which can be off-putting to some viewers. The series has been criticized for its portrayal of one-dimensional or stereotypical characters, especially in the earlier films. As with many long-running franchises, some argue that the quality of the Rambo series has declined with later installments, with a perception that some entries were made primarily for financial reasons rather than artistic merit. Before we dive into the main content, I want to talk to you about something important. If you find value in what you see today, I'd really appreciate your support. Here's how you can help. First, if you're enjoying the video, don't forget to hit that like button. It lets me know you're enjoying the content and helps others discover it as well. If you think this video can be helpful or entertaining for your friends or family, please consider sharing it. Sharing is caring, after all. If you're new here, or you haven't already, why not join our Disc Diggers family? Hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss an update from us. We post 2 videos every week. By liking, sharing, and subscribing, you're supporting the channel, and it motivates us to create more content you love. But remember, it's not just about us, it's about building a community of movie enthusiasts. Let's start the video after the intro. Don't forget to let us know your ranking in the comment below. Number 5, Rambo Last Blood, released in 2019. Like the sequels that preceded it, Rambo Last Blood is content to indulge in bloody violence at the expense of its main character's once poignant story. Vietnam War veteran John Rambo tries to find some semblance of peace by raising horses on a ranch in Arizona. He's also developed a special familial bond with a woman named Maria and her teenage granddaughter, Gabriela. But when a vicious Mexican cartel kidnaps Gabriela, Rambo crosses the border on a bloody and personal quest to rescue her and punish those responsible. Number 4, Rambo First Blood Part 2, released in 1985. First Blood Part 2 offers enough mayhem to satisfy genre fans, but remains a regressive sequel that turns its once compelling protagonist into just another muscled action berserker. John Rambo, played by Sylvester Stallone, is doing hard time in jail when his former boss, Colonel Troutman, played by Richard Crenna, offers him a deal. If Rambo travels to Vietnam to try to find the American prisoners of war, his criminal record will be expunged. Rambo takes the reconnaissance assignment and agrees not to get involved in any of the action. However, when his Vietnamese lover, Code Bell, played by Julia Nixon, is killed by American forces, Rambo forgets his promise and takes matters into his own hands. Number 3, Rambo, released in 2008. Sylvester Stallone knows how to stage action sequences, but the movie's uneven pacing and excessive violence, even for the franchise, is more nauseating than entertaining. Having long since abandoned his life as a lethal soldier, John Rambo, played by Sylvester Stallone, lives a solitary life near the Thai border. 2 weeks after guiding a missionary, played by Julie Benz, and her comrades into Burma, he gets an urgent call for help. The missionaries have not returned, and although he is reluctant to embrace violence again, Rambo sets out to rescue the captives from the Burmese army. Number 2. Rambo III, released in 1988. Rambo III finds its justice-dispensing hero far from the thoughtful drama that marked the franchise's beginning and just as far from quality action thriller entertainment. Colonel Sam Troutman, played by Richard Crenna, travels to Thailand, hoping to convince veteran John Rambo, played by Sylvester Stallone, to accompany him on a training mission in Afghanistan. When Rambo refuses, Troutman decides to go alone, but, while trying to help the Mujahideen, Troutman is captured by a ruthless Russian colonel played by Mark DeYonga, who submits him to torture. Hearing the news, Rambo volunteers for a top-secret undercover mission to rescue his longtime friend. Number 1. First Blood, released in 1982. Much darker and more sensitive than the sequels it spawned, First Blood is a thrilling survival adventure that takes full advantage of Sylvester Stallone's acting skills. Vietnam veteran and drifter John J. Rambo, played by Sylvester Stallone, wanders into a small Washington town in search of an old friend, but is met with intolerance and brutality by the local sheriff, Will Teasel, played by Brian Dennehy. When Teasel and his deputies restrain and shave Rambo, he flashes back to his time as a prisoner of war and unleashes his fury on the officers. He narrowly escapes the manhunt, but it will take his former commander, played by Richard Crenna, to save the hunters from the hunted. Ultimately, opinions on the Rambo series vary widely, with some viewers appreciating the films for their action-packed entertainment and iconic character, while others may find fault with certain aspects like realism and excessive violence. It's important to note that personal preferences play a significant role in how individuals perceive the series. If you enjoyed this content and found it informative, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and hit that subscribe button for more exciting updates. Thanks for watching. Until next time, this is your host from Disc Diggers, signing off. Stay connected.